is Miss Hickey, and I am an aspiring teacher. Currently, I am a student at Lone Star College. In addition to this, I am a math interventionist at an elementary school. I created this lesson to help the second graders I work with, or any second graders, review what they've been struggling with in class. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to display knowledge of place value charts and decomposing numbers for addition and subtraction. For the students' pre-assessment, they will practice skip counting by 5s and 2s. If needed, they will also practice skip counting by 10s, but most students have this down in the second grade since they learned this in first grade. Then after that, they will build the number 124 with base 10 blocks. They will have base 10 blocks in front of them, so they will be able to make the numbers shown on the screen. They will not be able to see the slide though, they will just recreate this on their own. After they finish that, students will get to play Jeopardy! I would play this without any teams because it can get a little too competitive amongst the students. Now the categories for this are HTO, and this stands for 100, 10s, and 1s. This is the same thing as a place value chart or their base 10s. They are just most familiar with the term HTO. Next they have skip counting. This will have 5s, 10s, and 1s. Then they have decomposition, and this will have both addition and subtraction. So each student will take turns picking a category and the points, and they will, instead of having the student have to answer this question by themselves, each student will have to write the answer on their whiteboards that will be in front of them. So if the majority of the class gets the answer correct, the class will be awarded the assigned amount of points, but if the majority of the class gets it wrong, they will not be awarded any points. So let's say the first student picks HTO for 400 points. And they will have to say, what number is this? 2 hundreds, 4 10s, and 3 1s. So they can draw their place value charts, or if they know off the top of the head, they can just write their number. But regardless, the answer on every student's board should be 243. Let's say another student picks skip counting for 200. What number goes in the blank? 5, 10, blank, and 20. So they won't be allowed to use their number charts that they have in front of them, because in the second grade, most students get to work with a 120 number chart. So if they get to use that on the test, I will allow them to use this for their review. So they will write the correct answer on their whiteboard, which should be 15. And in the last category, they have decomposition. So let's say the next student picks decomposition for 400. Solve using decomposition, 33 plus 45. So they will break down the 10s and the 1s. So they will first decompose the 10s, which will be 30 plus 40, which equals 70. Then they will decompose their 1s, which is 3 plus 5 equals 8. So their answer should be 78. Next, they can pick whichever categories they want. So let's say another student does skip counting for 500. Fill in the blanks. Blank, 20, 30, blank. So sometimes the students have difficulty with recognizing what the pattern is if there's no number to start off the sequence. So this is a good one for them to practice with. And they will have to write 2 numbers on the board, and the 2 numbers they should write down are 10 and 40. Let's say the next student picks HTO for, let's say, 500 points. How many 10s are in the number 117? So they will have to focus only on the 10s category right there, which is the number right in the middle, as they know, and that will be the number 1. So there's a 110 and the number 117. Now let's say they pick decomposition for 200. 15 plus 21. So this will be an easy one for them, but they will be tempted to use their 120 counting charts. But they will be discouraged from using this because they need to focus on learning how to use decomposition for their math. So they will decompose their 10s first, which will come out to be 10 plus 20, which equals 30, then 5 plus 1, which equals 6, and they will add those together to get 36. So after they finish off the board, we will move on to their post-assessment, which they will have their whiteboards in front of them still, so they will solve 27 plus 32 with decomposition on their whiteboards. So you should be able to see every student write down 20 plus 30 equals 50, then 7 plus 2 equals 9, then 50 plus 9 equals 59. At this point, you'll be able to see which students need extra help and which ones do not. So the students who get correct can erase their whiteboards, and the students who do not can come to you with questions, and I will allow them to make corrections. Thank you so much for watching my lesson. Bye!